Hey cruisers, I'm Sherry with CruiseTipsTV.com, and today we are packing for a Caribbean cruise, specifically a Royal Caribbean cruise in the month of January. So it's kind of winter time. This is a little bit of a different packing video. We don't usually cruise in January, so we're leaving from kind of a colder weather destination than we normally do, which is changing things a little bit. So today we're going to be showing you what we're packing in great detail, but it's really important for me to tell you that we have some important resources for you down in the description of this video. We have a packing list for you that you can use that gives you more granular detail. We also have a Caribbean packing do's and don'ts article that's very helpful if you are going to be cruising to the Caribbean. We also have basically Amazon shopping lists and idea lists, including all of the things specifically from this video, and we have discount codes. So all of those things are in the description of this video, and we'll mention them a little bit more along the way as we go. This video is going to be divided up basically into chapters. We're going to start with my flight carry-on bag. Then we're going to go ahead and talk about toiletries, then stateroom essentials, and then clothing. So hopefully you'll find that helpful. And if you want to skip through this video, you can look at the timestamps in the description to do just that so that you can get a more specific guide to what you might need right now. So let's go ahead and start with my flight carry-on. I've gone back to my good old-fashioned bag from Mia Tui. This is called the Mini Gen. There's also a bag called the Jenny that's slightly bigger, but we are going carry-on only for this cruise. So I'm going with a little bit of a smaller profile. What I love about this bag is it has the trolley sleeve, and that's great. But what I really want to share with you is exactly what's in the bag, because I know that's what you want to know. What is in that bag? First, I'm going to give you a quick look at it. I'm just going to kind of open it up and let you take a peek at the interior of this bag. It is packed, it is messy, but let's break down exactly what is in here. So first of all, in this little outside pocket, I have Clorox wipes. They are selling these on Amazon now in packs of you can get anything from a pack of 4 to 24 of these, and they're so much cheaper than buying them at places like Target. So you might want to check out our Amazon store for those. This is for your tray table, and your seatbelt and your handles on the airplane and your stateroom. And then these little Santa hands are actually for us on the plane. So we're gonna be using those to wipe our hands, like when you get up to go to the restroom and you need to wipe your hands off. Kind of nice to have those around. Also in here I have sunglasses, right? I have some tissue because everybody gets a runny nose on the plane. We've got snacks for the plane. Good old beef jerky is always a good one. And then I have a little baggie full of more hand wipes because I gotta tell you, I feel like in airports these days, everything is sort of germy, so I'm always needing lots of hand wipes. I also have a folder in here with all the papers that I'm going to be needing for my cruise. So in my case, I actually have like a fun infographic of Wonder of the Seas, the ship that we're gonna go on. And then I actually have confirmation documents in here, like things that we're doing on shore days. And I have my, my GoPort confirmation in here. We're cruising out of Orlando. And so GoPort is picking us up at the airport, taking us to our pre-cruise hotel, then taking us to the port and taking us back to the airport on the last day. So there's a lot of times and details that I need in there. So I actually decided to just print that sucker out. If you would like to book with GoPort, we have a special link down in the description of this video too. But yeah, nice to have some papers in there, so I have a little folder. I also always take a water bottle, and this particular bag has a really nice slot for the water bottle. It's kind of an insulated area. Next up, of course, our passports in a passport neck wallet. Then I feel like this is like the, you know, like everything, the magician's pulling out of a hat. Like there's a million things that are coming out of this bag. I don't know how it all fits, but somehow we did it. Now I have my TSA liquids bag that has everything from shampoo to sunscreen to toothpaste. Anything liquid is in here. Taking very small quantities of sunscreen. I'm just gonna buy it when I get to Orlando or buy it on the ship or buy it in port because I can't fly with anything over 3.4 ounces. So I'm packing the nice facial sunscreens, buying the rest when I get there. I think that's usually a pretty good strategy. And there's two other things that are in this bag. I have my chargers. This is a little travel-on charging case. You've probably seen this before if you watch our packing videos. And then lastly, I have a little container full of face masks, just in case we're in a situation where we decide to wear a mask. So that is everything that is in that carry-on bag for the flight. Now, I probably won't use that bag again once I'm on the cruise ship because, you know, it doesn't really make sense. It's too big of a bag to take on shore. So I have a different bag for shore days that I'll show you guys in just a little bit. So my husband's taking a bag for himself that has all our camera equipment in it that stays with him on the airplane. And my son is taking a small backpack for himself. And usually what we do with his backpack is we put all of our hoodies, right? Like warm layer in there, more snacks, and then anything he wants in the way of books or his Kindle or whatever for entertainment. All right, let's move on to toiletries. I showed you some of our toiletries in the TSA bag. The remaining toiletries that we're taking are in our good old-fashioned, much-loved eBags packet flat toiletry case. This thing's amazing. You can hang it up on the back of your bathroom door. You can hang it up on the back of your hotel room door. It's just so versatile, and it really does what it says. It packs flat on top of your suitcase. So when we're thinking about like minimalist packing, this is a really nice one. I'm traveling with my husband and son, so all of these toiletries are for 3 of us. So if you guys are thinking, wow, you're overpacking for one person, it's because there's 3 of us and it's a full 7-night cruise with a pre-cruise hotel stay. So in here, I have things like a brush, a comb. This actually has Liquid IV in it. If you're not familiar with Liquid IV, they have new flavors. They have mocktail flavors of their hydration multipliers. Basically, these are non-alcoholic electrolyte mixed drinks, and people love these on cruises because they keep you hydrated on those hot shore days. If you plan on drinking alcohol, they're also another really good way to hydrate yourself, and we have a discount code down in the description for you, but those are really yummy. The flavors are called, get this, Smoky Mezcal Paloma, brand new, and Cucumber Mojito. And again, they're mocktails, they're non-alcoholic. So all kinds of Liquid IV in here. Also in here, we have deodorant, our razors are in there. I have some baby powder for getting sand off of our feet at the beach. I also have a brand new pill case. We've added this to our Amazon idea list, and I love this pill case. It's really nice because it's small, but it also came with labels, so we could label our pills here, and it's just really nice. There's something about it that I found to be really attractive, so I decided to upgrade there. There's nothing too significant in here other than like Q-tips that I want to show you, but this bag is awesome, and I basically just leave it packed all the time. So there's actually a few newer items that I bought for this cruise that I kind of want to highlight. As we transition into our stateroom organization ideas, I'm going to tell you what was new for this, because that's actually kind of a tradition here in our packing videos, is to give you the all of the tips and everything, but to tell you what we're doing differently. So here's what we're doing differently on this cruise, or just new products that I found that I think you might like. I mentioned the Liquid IV, that was one of them, new flavors. Next up, you guys know that we usually use Sanahan's individually wrapped alcohol wipes. Well, I found that Honest Company has 50 packs of alcohol wipes, and they're really easy to dispense. I don't have to open an individual wrapper every time. So I've linked to these in our Amazon store, and they're great and they're powerful. They actually have like a nice thick consistency to them, and they're made with alcohol. So I know that they're gonna get my hands clean without being sticky. So this is new. We also, because we're on Royal Caribbean, we had to get the slender Royal Caribbean luggage tags. So I bought these, they're really nice. They're made for Royal Caribbean luggage tags. And then I also got some new chargers. I have the iWalk that plugs right into my iPhone. I have an Anchor battery charger that plugs onto that just rests magnetically onto the back of my iPhone. And then I have a portable Apple Watch charger. So those are all new. There's another product that is a toiletry item that I discovered. I'm not actually packing it, but I really wanted to share this with you guys. It's actually a water-activated shampoo, meaning that it's dry. It's from Dry Bar. It's called 1-2 Punch, and it's a powder. You dispense a little bit of this powder in your hand, you put water in it, and you have full-on shampoo. I've tested it, I've tried it, and I love it. Not packing it just because I already have my shampoos packed, but it's really cool. And I think this is neat for someone who's trying to eliminate packing a lot of liquids. Okay, it's time to transition over to our stateroom essentials. I'm taking all of my stateroom essentials in this one single pouch right here. The main things that I like to take are a pop-up hamper. I also like super strong magnetic hooks for putting things on our walls. They have those in clips too. I take sticky notes for my husband and the room steward, a Sharpie pen, a couple of clothespins in case you need to hang things in the shower on the line or close the light out of some curtains. I actually have more Clorox wipes in here to clean down the stateroom. And lastly, this is kind of more of a shore day thing, but I have a waterproof phone case in here. And this is great for putting your valuables into when you are on a beach day excursion and you don't know what to do with your cash and your credit card, but you want to go for a quick swim. Just pop them in here, put it around your neck, and you are all set. So those are our stateroom essentials. I'm also packing my jewelry in a jewelry roll. This is old. I've had it for many, many years, and I just really like this one, so I'm kind of going back to this in terms of my jewelry roll. Now I just want to show you what our packing cubes kind of look like and how we're packing everything. So you can see back here from this table that I have lots of different packing cubes going on, and I'm just going to quickly tell you what's in each one of them. This one is my underwear, bras, socks, a sleep mask, and my curling iron. So random assortment of things. Then in these packing cubes, I have pajamas, a shore day bag, more Honest wipes. And then over here, I have my athletic clothes, a fanny pack for shore days, and all of our family's medications. Medications are very personal. You can look at our packing list to get ideas for what you might want to take, but just know to take them. And then of course I have all of my son's packing cubes kind of over there in the corner. We're also taking baseball caps for everybody to keep the sun off of our face in ports. We're gonna be in St. Thomas, St. Martin, perfect day at Cocoa Key, so it's very, very hot there. And then I bought myself a new double zip makeup case that I think is really cute. I haven't even taken the tag off and put my makeup in it yet, but we're flying out tomorrow, so I need to get on that, right? So that's a little look at some of the other random miscellaneous items. Now we're gonna roll in our clothing, and I'm gonna give you just a brief look at the clothes that we're packing for this cruise. All of the clothing that's behind me is going to ultimately end up getting put into packing cubes and into our carry-on bags. Again, we're going with 3 carry-ons for this cruise, one for me, one for my husband, and one for my son. We're actually not going to show you the suitcases and shoes this time, but we are going to link to our last packing video where we show you the shoes and the suitcases at the very end. So you want to go to the very end of that video if you want to see them, but I'm going to tell you what shoes that I am packing just so you know. For me, I'm taking 1 pair of flip-flops, 1 pair of wedge sandals that I wear with most of my dinner outfits, a pair of formal shoes, and a pair of athletic shoes for sporty stuff like zip lining or shore excursions. My husband and son are both taking 1 pair of dress shoes, 1 pair of sneakers, 1 pair of flip-flops each. So let's have a look at the clothes. So I've got my flight outfit right here kind of separated off. And basically what I have here that's different is a winter jacket because it's cold. And even in Florida this weekend, it's scheduled to be like a high of 55 degrees. So we're gonna be a little bit cooler than usual. I have 1 athletic outfit. I actually do have a link to this cute little jacket on Amazon. It's more like it's just kind of like an athletic zip up that's really form-fitting and pretty. Then I'll just give you kind of the quantities of what I'm taking. Taking 4 pairs of shorts. I'm taking basically 7 casual tops for day use with those shorts. I'm taking a variety of dresses, 7 of them, 1 for each night. Both of my formal night dresses can be found on Amazon. Here's one of them. There's a shoppable a shoppable photo that you can look at on Amazon there for that one. And this little dress, great for formal nights. Now I actually have a tactic behind these 2 dresses. There are no irons for guests to use on Royal Caribbean, so I actually chose 2 dresses that don't wrinkle that much, and then I can just hang up in the shower to kind of steam out. So that really played into my entire packing list this time, was things that are not going to wrinkle. So lots more dresses for those formal nights. And then I have this cute chocolate brown romper that's kind of like a daytime fun little go grab a coffee kind of a romper, also on Amazon. Then I have about 4 swim cover-ups. I pair all of my swim cover-ups with the swimsuit and the hat that matches them so that I know that everything kind of coordinates together. So all of those are hanging together. So all of that is there. For my husband, he is taking 3 dress shirts for dinners. He's taking 2 long sleeve dress shirts to pair with ties and slacks for formal nights. No jackets or vests on this. We're going extremely light. And then for my son, I have to show you guys what I found at Target. I don't know, I think this is the cutest thing. I found this very cottony little suit for my son. It's like a fun blazer and some joggers that are actually formal night appropriate. So Junior's gonna be the only one wearing a real blazer on this one. So that's a look at our clothing. We hope that this has given you some inspiration and maybe an idea for what you might like to pack for your next Caribbean cruise or Royal Caribbean cruise. Just a reminder, the shoes are in that other video. If you want to see them, you can do that and see kind of what our suitcases look like packed. But we have to go and check in for our flight and get things packed into our car because we are leaving tomorrow. It's so exciting. We want to hear from you. What are your biggest packing struggles when it comes to cruising? And what are some of your best packing tips and tricks for Caribbean or warm weather destinations? Leave those down below for us in the comments. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, friends, we'll see you on the high seas. Bye-bye.